I think we're there. I think I'm live. Okay. I gotta check on my phone. I got it right here. Gotta double check that we're going. Come on. Maybe I should do low latency. They changed all of YouTube's live stream stuff. Let me see. Can you hear the music? You can. Alright. Well, I didn't put out a video today. I did not. But you know what? I have this live stream just because of that. I've been playing a lot of ODDCORE. That's why we're here. Okay? And I learned a few things about ODDCORE like this. I can change to a second weapon. I didn't know that. I didn't know I could have a second weapon. You kidding me? We were rolling with just the shotgun and just a little bomb blaster thing, and now just a frog for the longest time. I didn't know I could change weapons. It's insane. And there are stickers over here that I can put on my weapons, like this. Like this. Look at him. He's got a frog and a frog who spits poison and makes it go fast. Okay, well, we're just gonna hop right in. Oh, and I have a grappling hook, okay, along with a sprint. I didn't even know. I did not pay attention to the tutorial or anything, like, at all. So we're hopping in this little portal thing, and we're gonna see what's up at the Purge 6 things. Let's start with those. Whatever pops up right there. I like the little squeeze. Oh, come on now. Yeah. Here we go. Easy. And the poison sticks on them and kind of takes, so I think it's got 100% crit chance for the poison. I have no clue. I have to look at the stats again. But the frog's kind of insane. He's a slow going guy though, and he doesn't spit very far. We need to get some range upgrades, and we need to get some reload upgrades for sure. And then I think the frog would be invincible. He'd probably be the best character. No goodies spawning? Jump. Yoink. Whoa. Nothing matters. This is true. What is in this door? Hold on, wait, there's a whole nother door? What? Can I go in here? No? What's over here? Oh, this is the first cassette I found. Oh my gosh. It says 1 out of 3, but I found one in the beginning in the tutorial, and then I found another one in the tutorial, so those don't even count. But, what? This is the first room that... Do you hear them? Hear who? Oh, I don't like that. What's over here? Oh, that must be nothing. That must be nothing. Why can't I go through that door? Are there other doors I can go through? I'm wasting so much time, but I'm confused. That means they see you too, bub. Okay, alright, we're moving on. Here's an exit. Okay, yeah, that was weird. That was strange for sure. But you know what? It's whatever. Now we have a new cassette tape. And I can put that in my little thing. That doesn't probably take away my time. Because the other one that I got was a bad cassette tape. And it took away time. But either way, I think it changes the music. I'm excited to see what kind of music it has. That's the first time I've actually found another cassette tape. I played this so much, just not on stream or recording a video. So the fact that that's whenever it popped up whenever I'm streaming is insane. I got acid, which is going to pair nicely with the frog acid that we already had. And yep, get a little goodie right there. Fantastic. I like whenever they're free. One free upgrade from the vending machine. Apparently on the next run. Yeah. Okay. I saw that there was actually an achievement of getting that guy, so you can hit that fella. Oh my goodness. The eyeballs. So many. See, the frog would be struggling right now hitting these eyeballs. But good thing we got the shotgun. We're fine. We gotta get some more time going. Boom. Fantastic. Couldn't get one of them. I also figured out that we can do all in, where we just get a whole bunch of random ones. That's fine with me. I feel like we might get more out of that. Yep. Got him. I don't like the eyeballs. I gotta try to take out the eyeballs first. Alright. Easy. Still nothing spawning. Okay, whatever. We have to go get these corrupted areas. Scared me a little bit. Ow! Apparently, there was another one. They're over here. Some of these maps are really long. They're hard to get all the way over here, too. And they waste a lot of time. I think that's the main thing, why they're so long. Because it wastes time. Ow! Who's hitting me? I can't hear them because we're in like a little void thing. Alright. Still nothing. Still no goodies for me. I want them to spawn goodies almost every time. Sometimes you can get on a good run where they do. I'm excited. I really like this game a lot. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. I'm so close to unlocking all of the guns, and then we can actually try all of them. I don't like the corruption. This isn't good. The faces. Okay. Yeah. Get away from them. Oh, man. See, they got me. They get me almost every time. It is ridiculous. It's stupid, actually. Alright, but we killed 95 enemies. We got 9 different variants. That was a trash run. I just wanted to show you that we have multiple slots. I'm going to keep the frog. I'm only going to swap out the shotgun for this one. This is my favorite one. It goes boom and bounces. It's really fun. We're so close to getting this. So very close. Alright, and then very close to getting that almost, maybe. And then this one. We are only 15 away. So very close. So close. Alright. Hopping in. Take 2. Here we go. It also does a lot of damage. I think that's why I like it too. It's mainly a one hit. And it takes out the bosses so fast, so quick. Ooh. Do we have 5? I think we do. Now we have a goodie. Heck yeah. Look at that. Move faster as you reload. Awesome. It also does damage. That's fantastic. Need that. Want that. Nothing over there. I like the bouncing. Ooh. What is that? There's no escape? Whoa. Hold on, there's a hole right here. What does this hole do? And we got a goodie. Must be listening to me. 15% more ammo? Yep. What is this? I don't know what's down here. Oh, alright, we weren't there before, but we were now, so, interesting. There's a lot of secrets to this game. I don't know half of them. I got a lot of the stickers, but I also found out that you can collect stickers while playing, which is very interesting. I thought they were only in like a little waiting area. I could hear the demon in the shadows. If you guys know what the demon is, if you've kept up with the different videos and stuff that I've been putting out on this game. That big tall demon that likes to crawl towards us. Yeah, I could hear it in that one. Maybe we'll do that a couple of times. Maybe we'll let them catch us, but not right now. I'm not feeling it. What do you got for me? Another one? Cool. 2 HP on heal now. Let's see if we can. I don't know if you can get it with the bomb one. You might be able to get it with the shotgun because you actually shoot with the shotgun in there. Oh, ran right into that ball. Okay, fantastic. No goodies, and gone. We're gonna have to get more time here in a second. Nope. I do miss quite a bit with the rocket launcher, but if we get a fast reload, fast shoot speed, then we should be fine. It's all about upgrades. Upgrades. Here we go. And aiming better. I'm not a very good aim either. Doesn't really help my case. I gotta jump around, otherwise those eyeballs will get me. There we go. Goodie time. What do we got? Gadget range. That might help. Might help actually with the frog that we had that I forgot that we just put in our pocket like that. Alright. The reload on the frog is what gets me. Because you gotta reload a lot. He runs out of spit very quickly. It's also hard to hit the flying eyeballs. Not the best for him. I need these things. Those give me souls so I can use them in the shop. Not this shop, but the one where we pay for time. That's what we need. What is this? Each reload stuns nearby enemies. That's going to be sick for the frog and for this fella, the bomb one. And 15% less reload. Speed. Alright. We're good. Can't get anything. Can't hit that guy either. Ooh. Alright, the TV's starting to show up, so it's going to start getting hard here in a second. TV's hard to kill, but he only throws a knife or two, and then he runs really quick, like a retard, straight into us, so we'll be fine. Oh, so close to death. He's almost there. Perfect, and now corruption is inbound. This is the hard part. I don't like this. These guys are tough. Oh, they're so quick. Was that a small one? Or is it just far away? I'm hoping it's just far away. Golly. I think they actually might be small. And big. I think so. Oh. That one's tough. I don't like the corruption. The corruption's not the best. 1 second burn time. I don't know what that means, but we're in here to get some more time. Just because I need it. And then we're gonna cash out. Boom. It should give us enough to maybe get something. I don't know though, we might have to do that again. But the tax goes up, I think, every time that we go in that shop, so it's gonna be 2 souls per card instead of just 1. There we go. Okay, we got one more right there. Nothing else. Don't see any special rocks that gives me stuff. We're at the first boss. Easy. I forgot about his glowing balls. Oh man, and he sumo dives on me. It's not good either. Okay. Dang it! Whatever. We got 18 tokens. Now it's time to play pachinko. I'm excited. I like playing pachinko. Pachinko's my favorite. No one in the chat yet? That's fine. Keep looking over at chat, but it's okay. I'm gonna go... Pachinko time. We're gonna get that big coin in there. I learned that every coin that you get into here actually gives you 100 tickets. So that's why I have so many tickets right now. Look at that. They're just going up. This is the only game that you have to play. I got the big coin in. Can't tell you exactly how much it gave me, but they're still kind of pushing in coins. Alright, fantastic. And now we can go get the most expensive... What is it, the invisible skin? The most expensive skin. Maybe they won't see me now. Maybe I'll be fine. I still have a bit of money. Can I get some other ones? Okay, well, I'm gonna get that one because this one's cool, but I'm gonna revert back to this one. I want to see if the enemies actually still see me or not. I think it would be cool if they didn't, and I could just snipe them and keep on keeping on. This nail gun was pretty cool. I played it outside of a video, but let's give it a run. Let's give it a run, and then I think I actually will swap out my frog just because it's not really doing anything for me. This is another new one that I haven't tried yet. It's like a lightning gun. Look at that. Could be cool. Ooh, long reload though. We'll give it a try. smite it. That's crazy. That's nuts. Anybody else? Anybody else? Who wants some? Okay, okay. So you just kind of have to be in the general direction. That's not bad at all. Where's the other one? I don't want them sneaking up on me. Come on now. Let me smite thee. Oh, it just kind of... Okay, well, it gave it to me. That didn't really hit that. That's nuts. It's like a lightning wand. It's insane. It's got like stretch over damage and everything. See, like I shot him through the thing. That's insane. This actually might be a baller weapon. Jump again. Alright. Alright. Cool. Glad we went through that. Just gonna go back to smiting. Hold it down too a little bit. Oh yeah, that's crazy. You can hold it down and it keeps going. All right, that's nuts. This might actually be a banger weapon. Would I be able to get the dude on the planet? I haven't seen this one. 10% chance to spawn an extra bullet on primary fire. Could be pretty cool. Can't get none of that. Keep forgetting that we lose all of our cards whenever I die. Less cooldown or whatever. Ugh. Oh, I tried. Dagnabbit. Easy. Don't stand a chance. Okay, maybe these fellas are kind of hard to get. I bet if I actually aimed at them, they'd be fine. Oh, the demon! Hopefully it's nothing too bad. This can either go really bad or really good. I pick! Okay, I have potato or ammo. Restore the... Okay, well, let's do the ammo. Let's do the ammo. That wasn't bad. That wasn't a trick one. Most of the time it's trick ones. Moving. Oh, cool. Do I really want... Yeah, I get 11. I think. I don't know. Didn't really read it. Ow. Can't mess with the lightning wizard. Come on now. That's insane. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Lightning wand is kind of sick, kind of OP. Let's see. I haven't even showed you guys the nail gun. It shoots them from so far away. I can aim at their little like dots that show me where they are and get them cross mapped. And it hits them every time because it's like a straight arrow just going straight to them. It's insane. What is this? Oh, hey guys. I'm gonna take that. Can I take that? Oh, I can. My bad, my bad. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. They gave it to me. They may not have said anything, but I could hear it in their mind. They wanted me to have it. Okay. The reload on the nail gun is kind of ridiculous too, if I'm being honest. Oh crap, there was this goodie over there. I didn't see it until after I pressed E. Get that. Okay, get that. I think the nails also kind of go through a little bit. Let's see what all we can do. We can get cooldown. That'd be good for reloads and all kinds of stuff. You can also get damage. Would that be good for this one? I feel like it would be good for this one. I'm pretty sure it affects all of my weapons. But just in case, I'm not too sure. Gotta reload. I got a kind of long reload guns for all my weapons. I don't know if if I swap between weapons, it automatically reloads, or I feel like swapping would take longer than just reload. There we go. Take him on. He actually hit me with that knife? That's insane. I think that's the first time I've been hit by the knife. Okay, now we have another damage that we can get. We want to try this guy again. We'll try him again. Hopefully it's not too bad. It can be really bad. Like, really bad. Okay. I got a card. I don't know what cards I got, but I'm testing my luck with that for sure. Cash out. Why not? Why not? There we go. Okay. Gotta purge 14 of them. Isn't bad. I don't know if the more I use a weapon, does more damage happen on it? I don't think so. That would be a cool aspect, or like a cool item to get. The more you use the item, the more damage it does. Oh crap, I don't have enough. Alright, whatever, we're leaving. Oh, and the boss. Okay. Pretty slow on damage for sure. Uh-oh. Come on. Okay. We're gonna swap to this one. Try and stay away from them the best that I can. I'm gonna start spawning these little fellas here in a second. Okay. I think I figured out what this special is. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me, but I think every time that you stick a nail in them and then you do your special, all the nails explode. Alright, shoot an extra soul. I'll do that. Don't mind if I do. That might be the nail gun special. I haven't even tried the thunder special yet. I don't know what that was. Whoa! It was like a lightning ball. Okay. Oh yeah, it freezes them. That's insane. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, leaving. Does that explode if you get hit? Okay, AoE damage. Do passive damage to nearby enemies. Why not? Do we want another item? Another cooldown. Let's do another cooldown. I feel like that would help a lot, and then more damage would help too. We can only get 2 at a time, which sucks. There is an item that... Oh, did I get him? I did! I got him! That's insane. I didn't think I was actually going to hit him that time. I just threw it over there to be funny. Nope. Get away. Oh, crap. Oh, crap, I missed. Ow. Those guys are no good. They're no fun. Now we have a big one. Oh, crap. Oh, I missed him again. Would that be cool if that, like, killed me? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to see if it did or not. Ooh. I want to hit this big guy with one. Oh, I missed him. Can I lead him into it? Oh, I think it hurt me. That was nutso, but we made it through it. No issue, no problem. Get that thing? Let me get that. Ow. It fell right on me. Okay, this might be better for the nail gun. So hard to focus. I just blew him up from the back. That's actually awesome. The little remote detonators. Still over here? Okay, he was just standing there. I think it was glitch. gonna start getting difficult. Oh crap. I'm getting hit way too much. Ugh. Uh-oh. I need to get that. There we go. He's protected. His stupid little shield. Alright. There we go. This one took way longer. I need more time. I wasn't looking at my time. Okay, fantastic. I really needed more time on that one. I can already get a bunch, so we're gonna do that. Go all in on that. Oh, I figured out how to do these. Oh, no! Yeah, that's crazy. That's nuts. I guess not. I guess I did. I guess I completely lied to you guys. I don't know what that was about. But I did not figure out how to do those at all. That was ridiculous. That was stupid. Get out of there. He's the last one. Man, reloading is insane with this. It's not working too good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, whatever. We're leaving. Chance an enemy will explode on death. It's another one of those to spawn an extra bullet on primary fire. Pretty sick. We might want to get some regen going now. Maybe some armor. Some faster cooldown as well. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. I already got him, so I don't have to try shooting him again. This might be good for like a lot of enemies at once. Okay. Cool. What is that? Damage percent based on current speed? I'm not very fast. I'm not very fast at all. Okay. Well, maybe we can get some speed upgrades. Maybe that'll help out. Oh. Okay. Get away from me. Alright, get away. There we go. Get on. Perfect. I didn't even see any of these guys over here. They must have been shooting at me. Come on. It's one of those two. Okay. Ow. I got hit so hard. Moving. I need to get more time here too. Alright, I have full souls, so we'll wait. We have a 2x text going on. Faster shooting would be cool. Maybe even faster ult speed, which I think is the big thing that we do. The special move. Man, my beanie is bugging me. My beanie's bugging me. Set it over there. Ugh. Now I look like a crackhead. That's fine. Alright, we're wasting time. Gotta move on. Get him. Uh-oh. Dead. I'm trying to put some nails into the big TV guy, so he would die pretty fast. Seems to be successful. We're starting to get these guys that actually shoot stuff at me. Alright, another chance for them to explode whenever they die. Perfect. Whoa. Whoa! That guy spawns. I didn't know that he had super speed. I thought they just had helmets on, but they were weird. They're a little special. No? Oh my goodness. This is rough. Get back up. I need to get this thing. Oh, not that thing. It's got a little slime trail that he's so close to me. Come on, hit him. Why am I not shooting him? He's like invincible. Is the thing underneath the water? Where is it? Okay. Ooh, we're getting close to death again. Oh, rough. Why is he there? Okay, now he's there. Okay, he's dead. Fantastic. I shot enough nails into him. Whew. Now we're at the admin. Admin's pretty tough, for sure. I'm gonna see if I can't get any heals going. Crap. 3 attacks. It's okay, that's okay. Okay, 2 health is alright. Let's take a little bit more damage after all that. Some more ammo, maybe? I don't know. I need health. Come on now. You're really... Okay, shafting me on the health. Here you go. There we go. Nope. Didn't have enough. That's wild. Okay. We're gonna do just fine. It'll be good. I'm gonna put a bunch of nails straight through his face. And then we'll be good. Look. Hold on. He was so close to burning my butt with that laser. I think... Oh, ow. I think if we get at least half his health down with nails, then get the other half with the special. Ooh, got him. There we go. And they're still going. That's wild. What is that thing? Take 10% less damage? Don't mind if I do. Moving on. I really need some more time, though. More chance for enemies to explode and more ammo. That's important, for sure. Do we want more health regen? That might help out so much more than any of these other ones. Plus, faster cooldown. Damage might need to go up as well. But let's do the health real quick. Over everything else, we need more health. Or at least faster health regen. Sure. Ow! Especially if I walk in the lava and die! Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That was unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. That was, hold on 1 second. That was booty cheeks. That sucked! Okay, yep, got that out of my system. I'm moving on. Here we go. Sometimes I forget that I have side cameras. I have 2 of them. I got one right there, one right there. But you know what? It's whatever. We're going to the arcade. I'm gonna get the rest of these skins. Okay, we're going straight to Pachinko because it's the best bang for your buck, and it only costs a token. I've got 40 of those. I can put them all in here. And then I can get, like, what? 4,000 tickets. It's ridiculous. Come on. Keep giving me tickets. That's right. I'm all out of tokens. That's okay. As soon as I go out, I can't go back in. We'll be able to go back in here in a second. I'm going to get this one. And then I'm going to get that one. Well, bam. Now we have all of them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we have all of them. And we have all of these as well. So I can't buy anything else in here. The arcade is useless to me now. But is this way? I don't know if this actually does anything for me. I think it's just a training ground, if I'm being honest. I don't think it does anything at all. What does this pop me out at? Oh yeah, training area. Whatever. This wasn't bad. I feel like it could be better though. For real. I still like the grenade launcher. Nail gun could also be better. We only need one more item for the bat. What? Okay, whatever. Okay, we still have a long ways to go right there. And only 7 left for this one, the sniper? Sniper could be cool. I feel like the damage might go right through him. This is a yo-yo, by the way. It's not very good. It's not good at all. It's just a yo-yo. The fan's pretty good. I like the fan a lot. Although it's very easy to get so much damage just attracted to you. Katana not the best. But it's okay. It's okay. I need to put a sticker on my fan. What sticker should we go with? Ah, the frog? Oh, good choice. Perfect. Here we go. Getting that. Going in. Look at what the fan does. So you see him way over there? I'm just gonna suck him right in. It's wild. That's it. That's all the fan does. And then it shoots bubbles sometimes. The bubbles like melt people. It's kind of ridiculous, but it sucks everything into itself. Sometimes you can actually get hit by it. It's so dangerous. Well, look at that. They're all dead now. And I stood in one place. I feel like if I move around, that's whenever I get hit. I must escape. Can I go through that hole? I can't. I can't. Nope, I can't go through the hole. I tried. Oh, there could have been a cassette. I didn't even think about it. There could have been a cassette in there. Ow. Okay. There's one left. I think he's down here. We got him. There's this rock down here. Oh, I have plenty of those. What do we got? What is that? The hub portal cannot be destroyed and pushes enemies away. Huh. Okay, I didn't even know that the hub portal could be destroyed. That's interesting. That's new. You're saying new things to me that I didn't even know were possible. Pause button and homing? That could be pretty cool. I don't know how that would really work with my fan. How would that work with my fan? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. 2 blue cards is sick. Can I use them right now? Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. Even though both my things don't really need that. Like at all. We don't really reload. Bubbles. I ran out of all my bubbles. Okay. You just have bubbles kind of floating around. I wonder if that actually helps. I feel like it might. Let me go this way. Corruption inbound? What? That's just being goofy. I don't want any corruption. This is actually where it does damage. Ow. Because the enemies are so large. Oh crap. Oh crap. This is why we have the katana. This is why we have the katana. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on, you big face. Come on now. Okay, perfect. Alright. We only lost half of our health, which is substantial. But it'll be okay. It'll be alright. We have an error. I'm going to swap back to my bubble gun. It'll be perfectly fine. Ow, ow. What is hitting me? Okay. I think we have all the eyeballs. Eyeballs are annoying. Oh, I was itching my head, dog. Come on. I didn't even get my item. That's fine. Shoot. Tax relief? Oh, thank goodness. Taxes were killing me. Okay, cool. 2 more max HP. More ammo. That's stupid. Why did I do that? We don't even have ammo. Alright. Faster ult could be pretty cool. Some more items would be pretty sick. And then I need more health. Alright, now we're at full health. That's fantastic. What do we got? Who's up here? Oh, I think that was a big one, but he got sucked in either way. Oh, they're taking more hits than usual. Oh, crap. Bubbles, go! Hurt them, Bubbles. Okay. I don't know what's shooting at me. What's shooting at me? Where is it? There we go. There are 2 more in here somewhere. Another eyeball. Stupid eyeballs. Here we go. Normal guy. Get down here. Perfect. I don't know where that guy's gonna pop out of, so we're gonna just leave. Just leave. Jump and hold down, that's a good one. That's a dive. And then short term for them to like freeze whenever you look at them for a second. We're gonna need that. We're gonna get our regen going and then another little goodie. Another little goodie for us. Stun? No problem. 0.5% or seconds though. That's not really that much. Okay. Okay. Alright. That was weird. This is still weird. This is still weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. You're way too close to me. Okay. This gun is just strange. I don't know how to feel about it. Definitely gonna have a problem with it whenever we're facing off the boss, for sure. This is good for like collecting souls. You know what I mean? It's a good soul gun. You just suck them right in. Okay, here's the boss. The katana's also a problem. Yeah, this is about as good as I can do. Yep, I need more health, need more time. I'm just not doing so hot. Not doing so hot at all. 2 more max HP. Really, that's all you're gonna give me? 65 HP. Alright, that's fine. 2 more max. Another item if we get there. Maybe should be getting damage, I guess. Ah, crap. We're going back in. Alright, come here. Come here. Couldn't tell you how I'm flying, but I'm flying. Hopefully he doesn't get me up here. Oh, but he did. He's getting me pretty good. He's getting me pretty good. And I died. Katana not the best. You just beat the fire giant? I haven't gotten there. If you can see, I am kind of trash at this game, but the fire giant sounds sick. I really like this game. I've almost got all the weapons. I just got the bat. Bat looks sick. I don't know what the best weapon is. I don't know what the best strat is, but I feel like it involves the bat for sure. Don't have the sniper yet, or this one. The turret. Turret could be sick too. I don't know. I really like this one though. The bomba. It's my favorite. This fan kind of sucks. Could be fun and cool, but it's not the best for me, at least. Oh, and Elden Ring. Fair enough. I don't really play that game yet. But I hear it's really hard. So congratulations on beating the fire giant, which is, I guess, insane. There's no way I could beat him, I bet. I haven't played the game, so I wouldn't know. But that's really cool that you did that. I don't have 3 potatoes, man. Crap. Okay. We'll move on. The bat's not bad. I like the bat. Seems solid. Oh, it might be worse whenever we get into more crowded areas. I don't know if I could ever get to Elden Ring, though. Elden Ring sounds like it's a little bit too hard. At least for me. I have a hard time with the controls sometimes, even in this game, and it's simple. I would probably suck booty cheeks at Elden Ring. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate you being here, though. It is crazy that you beat the fire giant. Couldn't be me. I'll have to look up what that looks like. 50% more damage? That's awesome. I play a bunch of random games, though. Not really mainstream games. Okay, let me look up what the fire giant Elden Ring looks like. Dude, there's no way. He's got a face inside of his chest. This dude looks insane. And you're that tiny fella? You're that tiny dude facing off this fella? That's insane. Why would... There's no way. I'd have to climb on his head. I don't know. I'd have to be on him somehow. I don't know how my tiny sword would do any damage to him. That would be ridiculous. Is this another enemy? Dude, these enemies are huge. That's wild. Yeah, it couldn't be me. There's no way. Look at him. He looks a little dumb. Does he think out of this head or the big face on his chest? Where's his brain? Would it be right here or would it be right here? 12th try? Dude, that's wild. Congratulations, though. That's insane. What is this art? It's trying to make it go hard, but the face on the chest doesn't. It doesn't help. This one's kind of cool. I don't know. That's really cool, though. I always thought the games with the big giants in them and the little tiny characters were so cool. I don't know what that other game is, but it's older than Elden Ring. I think Colossus or something? I don't know. But I always thought that game was really cool. I never played it though, because poor boy didn't have any consoles whenever I was growing up. All I had was the NES. Whoa, did it? The bat knocks him back? Bat might not be the best for this. I want to stick with the bat as long as I can, though. Boom, got him. We got some reach on this thing. I had to slap his feet with the hammer a bunch. And took out his ankles, his cankles he had. Dude, I'd smash his big toe. There's no way. Then at least he would bend over for you and maybe you could get him on the head. But smashing his ankles. I feel like he would go down after the first couple of hits. At least I would if I got my ankles smashed in by a tiny fella. There's no way. Maybe I have weak ankles and he had cankles going on. He had those real thick, like, what is it? Diabetes ankles? Have you ever seen those? Maybe he had some of those platforms on. Dude had pillars for legs, maybe. Shadow of the Colossus, that's what it is. And I think the same people made the game, but not sure. Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah, that's the game that I wanted to play whenever I was little. I never got around to it though. I always thought it would be either really difficult or I wouldn't get the timing where you have to like time the hitting and stuff. I'm really bad with rhythm games. And oh crap. I hear the guy. I'm scared. I'm really bad with rhythm games though, so I never thought that I would be able to get the timing down and take down the big old giant like that. I don't think it's a rhythm game at all though. And it might give you a little bit of a wait time in order to press the button too. I could be completely wrong. I don't know anything about the game, if I'm being honest. I just thought it looked cool. Elden Ring also looks really cool too, but I need kind of a structure to my games. Like this one's pretty linear. I just kind of beat all the enemies. Even though they beat me most of the time. There we go. The bat honestly is kind of sick. I like the bat. I need to get more time on my little doodad. Get that. Enemies can explode now. I already have health regen going, but that's the only one that I can really get. So we're gonna do that. Armor up. Go. What do you think about this game, man? I think it's a lot of fun. It's pretty repetitive, though, for sure. Come on, get him. Oh, the bat does a lot of damage. Or at least a decent amount of damage, not really a lot. Oh! I guess I was walking in acid. Elden Ring is a really big game. I wouldn't expect to recommend to anyone. To everyone, I mean. The Dark Souls remastered is pretty manageable. Size and story, still really difficult. Yeah, I hear Dark Souls is a really difficult game too. Okay. That's fair. This is a very chaotic game. It's got a learning curve for sure. Whenever I first played this game, I didn't even know that I had 2 weapons. I forgot that I had a second weapon. Like, there's so much going on. But Elden Ring, Dark Souls, and Shadow of the Colossus all sound like they're like realistic looking games. They look so good. I just don't know if I'd be able to get into any of them because they're such a long game. And it would just take too long to get through them. Like, I wouldn't have the patience for it, but I feel like it would help my patience a lot, and I probably should. Plus, they're loved by so many people. So, like, I feel like I could get into it if I really tried, but then I'd be stuck on my computer all day. I like playing short games that kind of end fast, because I like doing things. Even though you don't really see very much on this channel. Going out for walks and stuff, which I haven't done in a long time. Probably going to do tomorrow, because my fiance's out. She went up to Alaska. So, I'm going to have the house to myself, and I'm going for a walk, dagnabbit. She won't be able to stop me. It's supposed to be really cold tomorrow, though. Got that, what is it, that really big ice that's going around in the United States. I don't know where you're from, dude, but it's in the US. We got that big old cold front coming, that's affecting multiple states and everything. Screw it, I'm still going for a walk. Are you kidding me? I forgot that we got more cassettes. These cassettes are cool. These, crap. I can add them to a playlist. So you go 10% faster shooting and 10 less cooldown, but minus 30 health. And you get one more jump with these. They actually affect the gameplay, which is wild. One more enemy damage, that could be fine. 110% movement speed could be sick. 11 starting souls, that and an extra jump. Dude, this one's awesome. But we have a 2-minute time clock, which means that I'll have to go to the shop a lot faster, or a lot sooner. Let me see. 10 more enemy damage, 1 more enemy speed, 4 more enemies, but I get 15 more health. I don't think this really helps out very much. The movement speed and the more damage might help, but I don't think the extra health is there. I don't think it really levels up to like what's going on with the enemies. Maybe I'll add this to the playlist, and then I'll add this one to the playlist as well. Oh, these are all on the playlist. I'm taking this one off. This one sucks. Yeah, I don't want 30 less health. That's insane. That's fair. Can't argue with that. I grew up without internet, so single player games were my thing too. So grateful I didn't have internet back then. I'm also super grateful I have internet now. I am very grateful for internet now too. Yeah, the songs affect the gameplay, which is crazy in this game. And you find these cassettes in like the rooms that don't really have anything, like the jump room. I don't know if there's a cassette there, but I could walk around and find a cassette maybe. And I don't know if you were here for that one. But also just like the empty rooms that don't have any enemies and it's just kind of like a stagnant space, they have cassettes in them. I don't know if you were here for the frog room. That one was really cool. I think that's where we got this one or this one. One of these two we got at the frog room. I think it was this one. But I'm also grateful that I didn't grow up with internet, because all I had was my NES, a little home computer that didn't really do anything, and a Wii. So I was playing Mario Kart and Mario. That was pretty much it. And honestly, really cool. I enjoyed my childhood. Much better than I think what kids are getting nowadays. I think they should definitely go outside more. Oh, I forgot about that 2-minute cap. I'm gonna set it to this one. Just because I get more damage, more health, and more movement speed, but enemies get so much more. That's wild. Okay, yeah, let's try this one. I haven't tried any new songs. We can get a starter item here as well, which is more crit chance. Great. Only 5%, so it's not really the best. SMG isn't bad, but I don't think I'm gonna give it a go. I like the bat. The bat and this one. Might be a banger combo if I remember that I have the bat or this, if I swap off of it. Did you grow up with any home consoles or anything? Tell me how your walk goes tomorrow. Live in the south, so cold weather is rarity. I know. I live in the south too. We're over here I'm over here in Texas, and they freak out. Dude, we got nothing on the shelves at Walmart right now. Oh, dang it! I'm not good at those. There are items and stuff on the other side of those. I've only gotten it, I think, once or twice before. But Texas is freaking out right now. It's wild. But I'm used to it. I'm used to be part of a military family, so we moved around a lot. I'm grown now, so I don't have to move with them, but we've been all over the place. Anything? I don't like that guy. Hopefully the walk goes nice, though. I'm thinking about recording a short while I'm on my walk. I've been trying to read more of my Bible, so maybe I'll go out, find a good spot to sit, and maybe read if it's not, like, sleet sideways raining on me. It was very misty today. Okay, 10% damage. Sick. I got my little Bible right here, though. I'm excited. I've been getting through it. I think I'm on. Let me see. I'm in Judges for sure. I'm at the birth of Samson, chapter 13. Samson is so cool. If you haven't heard, PS2, PS3, N64, Wii, but mostly the PlayStations. That's sick. That's so much more than me. I had the Wii. Also a Texan? Dude, didn't you know what I'm talking about? They lose their minds whenever it gets cold. It's gonna be nice and chilly outside though. I'm excited. So excited. I don't know if it's gonna rain. It's definitely gonna freeze though. And everything is wet right now, and it's supposed to freeze tomorrow. So hopefully people stay off the roads because they do not have the tires for it here. And they don't have any of the preparations for it here. I think last time it iced, I was working at Lowe's, and everybody was getting pool salt to put on their driveways and on the roads, but the ice didn't stay long enough for the pool salt to even do anything. So, I don't know. I don't even know if pool salt will even really work for that because it doesn't have any sand in there with it, like ice melt or other things that they use in the north. But they have the sand and the rocks in there for traction. And if you're just melting it, it's freezing it again. So there's no traction being embedded into the ice whenever it freezes again, which is what the sand and the rocks do. Perfect. Stupid guys trying to do something to me. I don't like it. This is a dome stage. I don't even know why this is a part of the game. I have to run around and collect these stupid sunshine dingleberries. I can't collect them. Such a pain in the butt. Okay. Come on. I think there's an achievement if I get all of these without killing any of the enemies, then I get like a special achievement, but I messed that up whenever I accidentally shot him. I didn't think about it until after I shot him. Enemies explode, that's pretty cool. Tell me about Samson. Oh, you don't read the Bible? Samson is so cool. So, whenever Samson's mom and dad were just chilling because his mom was barren, his mom couldn't have kids. They hadn't had like any sons or daughters, and the angel of the Lord came down and told them that they will bear a son, and told Samson's mother to not drink any wine or strong water or strong liquid of any kind, which is basically alcohol, and only eat clean foods and don't eat any unclean foods, which unclean foods are like predators, eggs, and the basic Jewish traditional unclean cuisine. You know what I mean? So after she did all this, obeyed the Lord, and gave birth to a son, which is crazy because they were barren for so long that they didn't think that they could have children. But the angel of the Lord came down prophesied that they were going to have a children, helped them have a kid, and it was Samson. Samson is ridiculous. So, no blade was supposed to cut his hair. Samson is a Nazarite, which Nazarites are people who stay away from unclean foods, hard liquids like alcohol and wine, and they don't cut their hair. So Samson wasn't permitted to cut his hair. He had to stay on that strict diet, but he was strong. He was the strongest person, I think, ever. He could fight lions with his hands, rip them apart. Which is nuts, for sure, but he would wear the pelts of the animals that he killed. I think there was one part where he was cornered by a bunch of, I can't remember exactly what he was cornered by, but it could have been wolves, it was definitely a big predator that you really couldn't get away from, and there were multiples of them, and he just, as a kid, ripped them apart, killed them all, and then, brought their pelts back to his mom and dad. And he never cut his hair, and kept the promise of staying away from alcohol and only eating clean foods and never cutting his hair. And the one thing that really held him back though was his lust. He really liked women, I should say. And that was his downfall in the end. But leading up to that, everybody was trying to kill him because he was too powerful. He was so strong that it was making kings and stuff nervous. And everything that they tried to do and trying to kill him and stuff didn't work. I'm pretty sure, I'm not completely sure because I hadn't finished the chapter or anything like that. I've only listened to the Bible once completely through, but I'm pretty sure he killed over 500 men or so with the jaw of a donkey. You know how insane that is? A jaw of a donkey is massive anyways. Let me show you. The jaw of a donkey is crazy. This is all in the Bible, and it's ridiculous. Samson is so cool. The jaw of a mule. Samson. Judges 15, 1,000 Philistines with the fresh jawbone of a donkey. It's right here. Google AI. So he's following some form of purity, and bro got OP from all the buffs, and pretty cool. So you're saying if I stop drinking, I can... Well, it wasn't that. It was that the spirit of the angel of the Lord, which later on, whenever you finish reading and read the New Testament and everything, you realize that the Spirit of the Lord is Jesus before Jesus was incarnated in the Holy Spirit and Mary. So this is basically Jesus before he was Jesus speaking to his parents, saying that if you do all these things, then Samson is going to be a warrior for God. He's going to be a tremendous warrior, and he was saying that since you can't bear any children and stuff like that, I will give you a child, and he has to follow these strict rules. And then he was so strong, so ridiculously strong. He took out in the end of his life, he lost his powers because he was sleeping with a lady who betrayed him and ended up telling his secret that if he cut his hair, then he would lose all of his strength. So whenever that happened, the lady cut his hair because everybody was trying to kill Samson because he was so powerful and magnificent. Even though you shouldn't worship him because he is a warrior of God, and God gave him that strength and took it away immediately whenever he got his hair cut. So he got his hair cut and was captured. Do you believe the stories in the Bible are purely fictional or a blend of mythical? No, they're true. So let me show you. They have historical evidence. So we have found the Ark of the Covenant. We have found where Moses' boat has like been washed up on the mountain. We have found actually right now the Jordan is blood red. So that was prophesied in the book of Revelation during the end times, where the Jordan turns red, blood red. Jordan turning red 2025. So right here, September 13th, 2025. No, that's not the right one. River. Jordan turning red 2025. In early August of 2025, the Sea of Galilee, otherwise known as the Jordan, it's algae bloom, but look how ridiculous these pictures are. They're, it's like completely red, which is nuts. Sure, it's got a natural, like, cause to it, but it was spoken in Revelation that it would turn red, and it has turned red, and I don't know if it's done that before, but if it has, then it's still interesting nonetheless. And it's snowing in the deserts, if you didn't know that either. Snowing in deserts, Revelation. Boom. Okay, well, Google won't tell me that one, but let me see, 2025. Yeah, early 2025, several of the world's hottest deserts experience rare and significant snowfall. So this is like the Sahara Desert. Look at those camels. That's so unnatural to even look at. These people, it's ridiculous. And, what? We're having floods in the desert as well. They're filling up with water. It is getting insane. Another prophecy is that he will change the deserts into forests. So, what is it? It's not quite forests yet, but it's getting close. Where there's gonna... Sahara is turning green. This is a YouTube video. It's obviously not an actual picture, but it's true. It's going around. I don't want AI mode. Why did I click that? Get out of here. It's happening. I don't know what this is saying about the Great Wall of China. I wanted the deserts and stuff, like the savannah. I don't know. But a lot of it's actually happening right now in front of us. Mention of wars, a bunch of different, things that were prophesied in Revelation are happening right now. Like the 7-year peace between Israel and all those Iranian countries and stuff, like Iraq and Arabic countries and stuff. That was prophesied. All of the mention of wars was prophesied. It's ridiculous, and we've found archaeological evidence of events that happened in the Bible, like Moses, like I said, and they've even found the shroud that was over Jesus whenever he died. The shroud that they put over Jesus whenever he died, which has an imprint of Jesus. Have you seen that? I don't know. I don't know if I'm boring you with this, but it's called the Shroud of Turin, or Turin. Shroud of Turin. So they can't recreate. This is what it actually looks like. There have been some pieces that are like obviously repaired around the edges because this has changed many hands. but it's a figure in this shroud that they can't recreate. So this is a negative of it, a negative picture of it. This is the top half. They've got the back half as well somewhere. This is the top and the back. You can see that there's obvious lacerations everywhere. And obviously, a tortured man was in this. Yeah, it's... the media doesn't really cover it, but it's happening all around us. Like, shoot, there are more. Like, all the earthquakes happening around the U.S., I think you've heard that. In spots where earthquakes don't normally happen. And they've been more and more severe in other countries where they do happen, and just, like, out of nowhere. Some of them are man-made, like Project Bluebeam, if you know what that is. It's where they, I don't want to bring that up because it's a lot of conspiracy theory and people blame Project Bluebeam for a lot of things, but I don't know. I just know that there have been a lot of signs that have been going on, that there's a little bit more, and we have actual evidence. So they tried to recreate how this image got onto this shroud, because it is like so thin. It is like a 0.5 millimeter thickness of like an imprint on this shroud. And every time that they try to recreate it, they end up burning the shroud because it had to be transferred through like immense heat or energy. So some people speculate that that's whenever Jesus was reincarnated and it was his soul coming back into his body, his bodily form, and being resurrected on the third day. That's where they think this image like comes from, because it can't be recreated by human means, and this has been dated back 2,000 years. So how would they have that technology to create this if it is a fake? If we can't even recreate it now. Like, it is insane. Crazy stuff. Let me see what's another thing. There's so much evidence. It's hard to, let me see. The blood that was over the Ark of the Covenant had 24 chromosomes instead of the normal 46 that we all have. And he got 23 from the Virgin Mary and the one sex chromosome, which made him male. So it is very cool. Let me see. How do I type this in? How do I Google this? I don't even know. Blood on Ark of the Covenant. Okay, Ron Wyatt claimed in the 1980s, so it's been a while, that he found the Ark of the Covenant in Jerusalem with dried blood on it. So he went to go get it tested, and it had 24 chromosomes, 23 from the mother and 1 from the father, making it a male. Okay, that was the male sex chromosome. And he has a video, but the video was locked in with the Ark of the Covenant, and it's not just this one guy. He had a whole team with him, but it was guarded by angels, and he said that if he tried to open it before it was ready, they were going to kill him, and it was going to be in a crazy way and all that. But let me see. Ark of the Covenant. Let me see. Ark of the Covenant. What is it? It's going to be... So you know that project where people were astral projecting and searching for things? They found like crashed airplanes and stuff through astral projection and everything like that. Astral projection is a whole nother thing. It's ridiculous. But someone was looking for the Ark of the Covenant through There's no evidence on mainstream. Ark of the Covenant has been found. Astral projection project reviewing while a 1988 CIA document details remote viewing session describing a golden container like object in a wet underground Middle Eastern location like Jerusalem that remains unverified and stuff like that. Why would they want to verify it? Either way, it's lacking proof, obviously, because it was astral projection, but the description was a wood, gold, and silver protected by entities. So, it's intended for spiritual purposes. And it said that there were objects in it, which is the manna and the Ten Commandment tablets that were locked into the Ark of the Covenant, which would the Ark of the Covenant was carved out of wood and then layered with gold and silver, with gold cherubim. I can't pronounce things very well, but gold cherubim on the side with the throne seat in the middle, where God would sit whenever he was with the Israelites while they traveled through the wilderness, all throughout their journey to the Promised Land, which is where Israel is today, which is insane. There was also another prophecy where Israel, the Jewish people, wouldn't get Jerusalem back until the end times after they lost it, the last time that they lost it. And they've only had Israel since I think 1960. And in that prophecy it says that anyone of this generation will not pass until the day of judgment comes, which I think is insane, because that's like our grandpas and stuff like that. So my grandpa is old as heck. I was raised Christian, but we didn't go to church very often, and we didn't read the Bible. I've only recently, since late 2024, early 2025, started really diving into it and trying to look for the evidence of everything that's in here. And there's a lot. There's a lot of actual physical evidence that means that this is true. And not only physical evidence, but spiritual evidence as well. You've heard of people being possessed and stuff like that too by demons, or people going crazy and they don't know what's really wrong with them, or having diseases and they don't really know what caused the disease or how to cure the illness or whatever they have. And then they go and see an exorcist. I'm not Catholic or anything like that, but they go see an exorcist, and then the illness is gone. It's gone in the next few months as they cast out the demon in the name of Jesus. It doesn't answer your question whatsoever, but there are evidence of all this happening, and there are people on YouTube that interview these people who have gone through these things. There are after-death experiences as well that line up and are similar to other people who have after-death experiences who have never met each other, never communicated to each other, none of this. And they all have very similar after-death experiences after being brought back to life through medical means, or even miraculous means. Miraculous means. And it is so interesting. I've been diving into this, and I've been trying to just build up more knowledge about it, because I don't know if people know about this. And if people do know, it's not that many people, which is very interesting. I'm trying to think of a few of the, a few of the channels that I watch. I'm not sure. I can't remember them off the top of my head. I know one of them's the Maybe God podcast. He was going on a dark route, and then he ended up following Jesus, and now he interviews people who were part of like the Freemasons, part of witchcraft, and who have like real world the stories to tell about what they experienced and how they found Christ and how they now know that Jesus is God, that Jesus is our Lord and Savior, came down from the heavens above, the Father's only begotten Son, to die on the cross for our sins. Not a debunker. I'll let people believe what they want. But do you think that some of them can be explained with placebo and confirmation bias? You ever read a story that you weren't sure? No, all of them are pretty definite. A lot of them are pretty definite. There are obviously some that aren't real, and some of them can be misleading. But I look for the people who don't have connection with any of the other people that have had after death. Near death and after death are two different things. After death is like whenever they're confirmed dead for an extended amount of time, not just almost dying and then coming back. So they lose their heartbeat completely and maybe even brain activity completely, and are like medically dead, but then come back and then have an out-of-body experience, seeing that they're dead on that table, and then like rising up through the ceiling and seeing a sticker on the other side of a fan blade that you wouldn't know was there if you were in the bed or even working in that office. You would only be able to see it if you went above the ceiling fan and looked down on it. That's one of the examples that a patient had. She woke up from her after-death experience and was like, there's a sticker underneath that fan blade. And all the doctors were like, what are you talking about? And then they got a ladder, looked on top of the fan blade, and there was a sticker. Same color, same shape, everything that she told them it was. And the only way that she would know that is if she was actually up there and passed through the ceiling and saw the sticker. Ridiculous stuff. It's all real. There's so much that we don't understand. There's so much that we can learn more about. We think we have everything figured out. I don't think we have half of it figured out, bub. Like, there's so much that I don't know. There's so much that just in general everybody doesn't know. There's a whole spiritual realm that's around us every single day, every second of the day, and we don't see any of it. Some people do. Let me see. I think it was a Michael Knowles podcast. You know, I do believe in that particular aspect, the near-death projection thing. Can't explain it, but there's clearly more to life than what humans can see and comprehend. Exactly. And have you seen the stats of, like, what is it, the probability that we're of like actual evolution and everything, that we came from nothing? We are way too organized and structured in order for that to happen. Oh, I have notes right here actually. I can show you. So, this was the short idea that I was going to make yesterday, or tomorrow. I've had this idea for a while, but there's a molecule in our body that holds our bodies together. It is called the lamin molecule. It is shaped exactly like a cross. And it is a protein chain that like holds together our body and keeps us going. Oh, you believe in evolution? All right, that's fine, but like the evidence is insane, because Jesus was 33 whenever he died. And so how many vertebrae do we have? Sorry, I'm not the best speller. Humans, vertebrae. 33 vertebrae. Alright? And then how many ribs do we have? 12 parts. There were 12 disciples. 24 ribs, but 12 pairs of ribs that go down. There are 12 disciples. Probability of humans being created through evolution. 1 in 7 trillion. That is unfathomable. Okay? That is ridiculous. There's no way. Our bodies are way too structured. It is way too organized. Insane. And God's fingerprint is on everything. There's a bacteria strand that has sulfur spaces, and it's like DNA that makes up the bacteria. That spells the name in Hebrew. The numbers, the spacing is Yahweh, which is God's name. And let me see. It's YH something. I can't remember. Sulfur spaces and bacteria DNA. $10,565, which is Yod He Va He, which is Yahweh in the Hebrew Bible, the Quran. It is insane. Hand, which Yod means hand, He means behold, Ve means nail, He means behold, which also, like Jesus on the cross getting the nail through his hand. Nuts. What's going on? Sorry, we're having discussion about all these things that are within our bodies that point to God and point to Jesus, and all of the magnificent things around us that God has given us that point to Him, which is insane, and all the signs that He's given us nowadays. Like all the volcanoes erupting, all the earthquakes, all the floods. I'm trying to think of yeah, it's wild. It's insane. Nobody talks about it, but it's really cool. It is really cool. This one was super neat. It's like the glue or rebar by linking cells to the extracellular matrix. Cell adhesion, like making it different from one another so we don't just have cancer cells. It keeps us from having cancer cells, which is crazy. Keeps like the migration and stuff going up, and tissue organization. So we would fall apart without this. It's called the lamin molecule. It looks like this. It's a cross. It's nuts. God's fingerprint is in everything. This I thought was insane. I didn't even know that we had 33 vertebrae at birth. And these can fuse into 24 as we get older, but at birth we have 33. And then 12 pairs of ribs, 12 disciples. Nuts. Jesus died at age 33, and it's a 1 in 7 trillion chance that we were not made. Insane. So many things happening. It is so cool. It's just mind-blowing to me that a lot of the things that are in the Bible can be proven. They use this as a archaeological, like, to help them with finding and making sure that what they think they're digging up in places is actually what they're digging up. So historians use the Bible in order to, like, confirm that they're where they're supposed to be. Archaeologist. Oh, that is not how you spell archaeologist. Do archaeologists use the Bible? Yes, archaeologists use the Bible as a significant historical and geographical guide for excavation in biblical lands. Nuts. So, I don't know why we don't read this in school. It is insane. Putting Easter eggs in your creations? Absolutely. It might be by design, but I might be confirmation bias. There's an argument for both sides. This is true. If you look for signs, God does say that you will find them. If you look for the Lord, you will find the Lord. And you know, some insane things, another after death experience, or another after death like revelation that someone had after they died. They got mangled by a semi truck hitting their car at like a ridiculous amount of speed. He was the first guy to ever get, like, I think either his arm or his leg or both reconstructed, and like with the bars in there and stuff like that to keep them in place so that they would heal correctly. He was the first person in the US to get that. I don't know what his name is, but he died in basically he did die in that semi accident, and a person outside of the accident who witnessed the accident heard a voice in their head to go pray for him. And so he was trying to climb into the car so that he could like lay his hand on him and pray for him. And the paramedics and stuff were trying to like get him away and everything like that, because it was gruesome. It was horrifying. And he was already in the body bag inside the car, and the man just didn't give up. He kept going. He laid his hand on his shoulder, his, I think, left or right shoulder, because that was the arm that wasn't mangled and was like still intact. One arm was still intact. So the man who didn't know this guy comes into his car, crawls in the back, lays his hand on his unbroken arm, and prays for him. Prays to God to bring him back and to help him heal and get through whatever he's going through. And so as he's praying for him, he started singing a hymn. And then the guy in the body bag started singing a hymn back. The guy that ended up coming back to life because he was fighting all these paramedics and saying that he's still alive, but the paramedics confirmed that he was dead, like he was gone. And he started singing a hymn over him after praying and trying to get God to listen and hear his prayers. And he started singing a hymn, and the guy in the body bag started singing the hymn back. And so the paramedics rushed to get him out of there, get him out of the body bag. He was tore up. I wish I could remember his name. Shoot, I don't know what the procedure is called either. Dagnabbit. I don't know. Shoot. But he went through all this, and he went through it alone because nobody in the U.S. knew the amount of excruciating pain that he had to go through in recovery. And he was asking the Lord why he had to go through all this and why he couldn't just bring someone who knew his pain and stuff like that. But the Lord was like, I don't want to get the story wrong, but the Lord basically said, I suffered for you, so why can't you suffer for me a little bit? And it didn't mean like that. It was a growing moment. So he was trying to teach him that he can be there for people who go through this pain. He can know how it feels to go through such a tremendous amount of pain so that he can help others. And that's what he's been doing for the rest of his life. He's been going through and spreading the gospel and helping more and more people get through hard times, because he had to go through this horrific experience after going up into heaven, seeing the pearly gates and going through the narrow gateway, and which is only big enough for him to go through and everybody who was behind him to go through, who welcomed him into heaven. They were all the people in his life who turned him towards the Lord and tried to get him to like go to church and learn more about God and everything, tried to get them more encouraged. They were there to meet him and greet him because they died before he did. So he had a friend who he knew in high school who died in a horrific car accident just like he did, but didn't make it out. And so he was there. And then this old lady who would take him to church, she was there. And all these other people who encouraged him to continue in his faith were there to greet him. And they went through the pearly gates, and he could hear all these hymns and songs going through. He says that it was like thousands of songs at once, but he could tell what each song said. It was insane. He said that it was so miraculous and so amazing, and he knew that it was all because Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross for us, because he died for our sins, and because he believed in Jesus, and that he followed Jesus and followed his teachings, which is nutso. And so he was heading to go thank the Lord for bestowing this great thing that he didn't deserve to him. He went to go thank the Lord for welcoming him into his kingdom, even though he was a sinner, just like we're all sinners. And he got this voice in his head again, or telepath or something, I don't know. These are layman's terms. I don't even really know the story very well. But he got a voice that said, "It's not your time." And then he, boom, was singing a hymn in his head. There's an argument for both sides. I think I just saw something twitch on the other side, and I read your comment again. But yeah, crazy stories like that. You can look them up. I try to listen to certain podcasts and be more knowledgeable about this, but I don't know. Let me see. What is it called? There's one called Almost False. That podcast is, let me see. Sorry, I've got so many tabs going on. YouTube, Almost False podcast. He interviews a bunch of ex-witches, ex-Freemasons, ex-warlocks, all kinds of people with crazy experiences. Almost False podcast. This is that one. He's pretty cool. This is him. This Freemason one is weird. I wouldn't start out with that one. This guy's cool. I like this guy. Bohemian Grove. He actually goes through... This guy's also kind of cool, because he started out as a Christian, but then ended up going a more spiritual way and got turned into other things. This guy's pretty cool. He talked to demons through his ex-girlfriend who was doing drugs and all that kind of stuff. Trying to see, because these are real people, ordinary people who have, his saying is ordinary people who have extraordinary backgrounds. That's what he says every podcast. So I'm kind of plagiarizing a little bit, but he goes through and talks about crazy things. Another one that's not so spiritual, but also is this other Christian podcast. Let's go back to YouTube. And it is called Blurry Creatures Podcast. I listen to they release one every week. It's a must for me because they're so cool. They interview like actual reputable people. Like this guy is actually an archaeologist. He does real work outside in different countries and stuff and finds all kinds of crazy historical things. He's cool, kind of nutty. I'm not gonna lie, most of these people are nutty, but there is some truth and there is a lot of evidence that they bring up for real. Trying to see their latest ones. So I don't recognize any of these thumbnails. They've updated their thumbnails. I'm trying to find a good one. That one's not bad. Hardy. There are a lot of different ones, but this is the one where they find Noah's Ark, discuss that, and then more details after that as well. Very cool. Very neat. And honestly, very interesting. About D&D, highly recommend. I've listened to a D&D podcast before. My friend Ian, I've made some videos with him, made a recommendation to me called Dungeons and Daddies. It's a bunch of dads and one girl who go on a campaign where they campaign as dads who go to save their kids through D&D means. It's pretty cool. It's not bad. I'm trying to find another one. There was a specific one, but I can't find it. And I can't remember. It wasn't either of these two that's... Well, the Blurry Creatures has the After Death ones. They're pretty cool. Oh, that's your favorite one? It's a pretty cool one. I fell off of it, but I might have to get back into it. It's pretty cool. I haven't watched season 2 or listened to season 2, so don't tell me. If you're thinking about conversing about it, I've only seen or listened to season 1. Oh, the first the first one's so good. So good. Such a good campaign. So good. Part 2 is pretty good. Part 2, I've listened to a little bit of part 2, and it's not bad. It's not bad. Let me see what this other one is. This is the Maybe God podcast. This guy interviews like that ex-Satanist that you just saw. What is it? He puts out pretty regular. I recently watched this one. This one is really cool. Interesting. She's an ex-witch that talks about her experience and how she found God. This one is emotional. That's so cool. This guy's very cool, because if you don't know who that Satanist fella is, he used to do a lot of messed up stuff. Love them. They're really funny. I don't play D&D, unfortunately. No, but my fiance does. She plays D&D over there. Let me see if I can't get the second camera going so you can see her setup. Well, right there. She has D&D going every weekend, but she isn't here right now. She's in Alaska. So, yeah. But this was very off topic. Here are 3 really cool podcasts that all point to our Lord and Savior and bring real world experiences straight to you, and real people talking about what they really went through. So cool. Very small subscriptions, like 61. Let me subscribe on this channel too. I have a separate one that I go and watch all these channels on, but like, they're not in the millions. They for sure have grown since I've started listening to them, but very good podcasts. This guy interviews some crazy people. I recommend listening to the Almost False podcast. He doesn't really talk very much. He lets them kind of say what they want to say, speak their story, and I think that's very cool. But he asks questions that kind of continue the conversation. Very neat. Go check out the Almost False podcast. Blurry Creatures, another really cool one. They get more technical. They get like actual reputable people in there to talk to, like actual archaeologists, actual, like priests and all kind of different stuff to get other people's stories. Very cool. I saw like a doll or something on that second cam. Oh, that's Caleb back there. Caleb with the C. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Milky's keeping him in check. You see Milky right there? He's keeping him in check. He'll be fine. I don't know why he's staring at me, but he'll be okay. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, you see my Mountain Dew? I didn't drink all that today, I swear. That was over like a course of a week. I don't drink soda like that. I say, but I drink a little soda every day. Not good for me. I'm gonna take a break whenever I get through with that. But yeah, these are just podcasts that I listen to, keep up with. This one doesn't post very often, but he has pretty good ones too. He's got a really nice voice. I like his voice. Oh, did you see Milky? Did you not see Milky? Top 3 sodas. It's a banger soda. I like regular Mountain Dew too, Cherry Coke. Up there, alright? There, that's the wrong camera. Yeah, Milky. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Actually, I thought that you left. I didn't know that you were still here, man. Thank you for sticking around. Yeah, he has a knife. There's actually a short with him in it. A very old short. I don't recommend going to go see it. Don't recommend trying to find it on my channel. Those shorts were not the best, but they were fun to make. Okay? Very fun. Very cool. We got so offhand, I stopped playing the game. So off topic, we're not even playing the game anymore. I don't even know if Honey Violence was here whenever we were playing the game. So off topic. HD Jabs, why'd you get me so off topic? Honestly, very cool. You should definitely look into it, even if it piques your interest a little bit. Okay? I don't know if you're raised Christian, but honestly, after going through listening to this, I have a link in the description to the the playlist that I listen to from the Old Testament and the New Testament. They're two separate ones. The longer one is the Old Testament with more videos in it. The shorter one with less videos is the New Testament with Jesus in it. But I listen to it Old Testament then New Testament because there are a bunch of prophecies in the Old Testament that are fulfilled through the New Testament because Jesus is the fulfillment of the law. And I feel like it's more structured if you go through it that way. It's gonna take you a while. It took me, I think, a few weeks to go through it all and listen to it, and that was just me at work listening to it whenever I could, and me in my off time listening to it. But if you really are serious about it, then give it a try. But there's a link in the description to the guy that I listen to read the Bible. And very neat, very cool. And it's crazy how much of the Bible that you can apply to your day-to-day life. It is nuts. Like, there's so much in there that is just relatable. So much that you can learn from. And I think everybody should at least give it a try. Just, even if you don't believe, it is where we get our morals from, and like where we get from like all the laws and stuff, or what we used to get most of our laws from. Because the first 5 books are the books of Moses, where it goes through Genesis, Leviticus, oh crap, it was the sunshine, so I gotta collect. Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and 2 other ones I can't remember right now because I'm distracted. But they are Numbers and one other one. Can't remember it. don't know. It's not off the top of my head. Throw it on in the background one day. What's the meowing in the background? That was my cat following me. I bought a cat from the shop in that little area. I have 3 cats if you want to see them though. They're downstairs on the other one. But if you want to see them, I'll bring them all up here and we can go through the cat montage of all 3 of them: propane, petroleum, and ethanol. Propane, petro, and ethyl for short. But I'll show you after I die. I'll probably die pretty soon. But I recommend going through. Reading it is so much different than listening to it. But listening to it just gets it in your head and helps you think about it. And it's very cool how much that we contradict the Bible nowadays and how much we still follow the Bible nowadays. It is nuts because everything that is structured kind of in our society is like the rules in the Bible. And let me see, Genesis, Numbers, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and then it goes into Joshua. I might have missed one. I don't know. I think there's a shorter one in there somewhere. But there's 5 books of the law. They're tough to get through. I'm not gonna lie. They're a drag. But it lays out the foundation of everything and why the Israelites get punished. Why they the cats. Okay, I'll go show the cats. I'll go get the cats. 1 second. We're in a paused area, so I can't. This one's propane. Let me see if I can't make my picture bigger. Oh crap. 1 second. This one's propane. He's a turd, but he's one of the nicest ones. I don't know if he's making any sounds for you. He doesn't really purr very often, and whenever he does, he's very quiet. And he's gonna try and get on my keyboard. But look at him. He's so tiny. You wanna see a smaller one? Ethel, where'd you go? I know you ran in here. Ethel. Running away from me. I think you saw her. There she is. She's a little shy. Look at Ethel. Good old ethanol right here. Look at that. Ethel, we just got her recently. I think she's around 9 to a year old. 9 months to a year old. And propane is 2 to 3 years. I think 2 years. And petro is also 2 years, I'm pretty sure. Same as propane. But this is Ethel. Here. She's the one that lets me do the most to her. She is so tiny. She was even smaller than this whenever we got her. She's trying to get out of my hands. She can't. Oh. She's so nice. Ethel is so sweet. Then this is the big one. His name's Petroleum. He's big. We're in the oil and gas business? No. That we just named propane because were making fun of my name, saying I sounded like Hank Hill sometimes. Like, whoa! Damn it, Bobby! Or something like that. And we named propane because we got him first. And then Petro because we were going on the gas thing. And then ethanol because we were just going on the gas thing. But I think propane and ethanol are both, or propane and Petro are both like white gases. So they were white cats. So that's why we named them like that. And then I think ethanol is also a white gas, but I'm not sure. But yeah, look how fat this one is. This is the big one. He doesn't know how to move or operate. They're all nice though. Very cool. Very hairy too. Very hairy. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you guys like them. Sometimes they're turds. Ethel, sometimes she's a little mean. Well, now they're all just going to be in here. So I'm going to turn off my light. And you never met a cat named Propane or Ethanol, but you love them. You've met one named Petroleum before? That's wild. I thought we were pretty unique with the names. I may regret this, but I'm just gonna leave them be. They're gonna be in this room with me. They're very sweet cats. Ugh. Got hair all over my Bible. Hope you guys are enjoying the little chat that we're having though about our Lord and Savior God and Jesus and everything like that. He has his own door, so he'll sometimes bring... Ew! Yeah, our cats are mainly indoor cats. Petro, the big one, he likes going outside, but a lot of the time we don't let him, just because I think that he can get underneath some of the stuff, like our fence and everything. And it's a pain to get him back inside once he's out there too. Oh, you didn't get to see him? You didn't get to see Petro? Alright, well let me get him again. He's just in here. Let me see, make my thing big enough again. He's real slow, so he's the easiest one to get. He doesn't run. Petro. This one's Petro. He lets you kind of do whatever also. He sits weird. He doesn't know how to act. So. He's also got a big nose. Ugh, he's trying to get my beard. Oh, good. I'm glad he can see them all, though. I don't know if Ethel's still in here, but the big boys are out, so I'm closing the door. If Ethel is in here, hopefully she doesn't chew my power cord. She's the only one that chews cords. She's a little turd. I don't know. They're all kind of turds though. Alright. If you're wondering why my hair's like this, it's not like this always. I was wearing a beanie earlier and it was hurting my ears because I have glasses. It constricts my head too much. But, yeah. I don't know. I like talking about the Lord. I don't know if it bugs you guys or anything like that, but even if it does, I'm not gonna really stop. So, because I think everybody should learn more about him. Even if you have a very vague conception or like thought of the Lord and we're told negative things about him, just know that he still loves you. He loves you no matter what. But there is righteous judgment that he does. So the only way to the Father is through his only begotten Son, Jesus. And I want to get more and more people to be saved. Because once you accept Jesus in your heart, you're saved. And even though you've done bad things in your life maybe, or you don't believe right now, those seeds are planted and you start thinking about them a little bit more. And I hope that you do. Because he is so wonderful. Truly. Your cats like to fall asleep when you get home from work. Oh, that's so nice. It's difficult to play your games. Oh, headbutt your hands wanting pets. Propane does that, but he gets really annoying. He can't pause Elden Ring. That's gotta be hard. There's no way I could do that. If I can't pause, I have a hard time. Because Sam wants me to go do stuff. Sam's my fiance, Samantha. And sometimes she wants me to go do things. And so I have to pause and then go do whatever she wants. Or there's a bug or something I gotta kill. So I have to be able to pause. This game's so good with the pauses. But, that's so nice. Propane gets annoying with his. He will constantly like meow, but it won't be a normal meow. He'll just be like yelling at you, and then he'll rub all over you, and then he'll bite you whenever you try and pet him. Like he'll roll on his back trying to get stomach pets, but then once you pet him on the stomach, he'll latch onto you and like play bite, but then it turns into real serious bite real fast. And it's not really my favorite. I actually get pretty angry whenever he does that. So he doesn't do it to me quite as often. But whenever he does... Oh, Ethel is still here. Oh, crap. Oh, Ethel. She's going in a spot where I can't get her. You guys can probably see her. She's like right there. She was moving. She's trying to get up on stuff. And she crawled in that hole, so I can't even get her now. So... Yep, she's going to be in there for a while. Hopefully she doesn't chew up Sam's computer cords. It sounds like she might be. I might have to actually yank her out of there. Might have to get her. Oh no, I can't get my special. He's about to come snatch me. I don't like that guy. It's mostly bad that he gives you. Oh crap. She's doing something. Got Sam's fishing cap. She was chewing on it. I better get her out of here. Alright, I got it. Alright, now we have all the cats out. Perfect. Oh, it was nice meeting you too. I didn't see that top comment. My bad. My cat doesn't fight me, but I wish he would. Man, my cat. I think I still have scars on my hand. And right there. Little turd. He gets me. Fought with him once. I think it was because he's always fighting energy while he's outside. That's good. A few times he almost fights me. It's clearly some kind of feline instinct to try and play into it. Yeah, that's fair. Doesn't work. That's fine. Hey. Mine need to get rid of their energy. They have so many toys downstairs. They play with 2. They have like a cacophony of toys downstairs. And they decide to only play with 2. And if someone else is playing with that toy, then they get nuts. It's insane. It's stupid. They just need to play with all their toys and then they'll get all their energy out. I forgot to head this back. Bat's kind of cool. I like the bat a lot. I think I said that before. So cool. Okay, awesome. Well, I think I forgot to ask HD Jabs 1950 if you were Christian or not. It doesn't matter if you are or not, but I just wanted to know because you were asking earlier if I was raised Christian. I was, but it didn't really practice going to church and everything like we ought to. Do, or we should have. Oh, I need more time. I almost ran out of time. I don't know if you've already answered that question either. But either way, I hope that you look into that, what is it, that playlist in the description and, give it a try. Even if you don't believe it all right now, you'll see that there's a lot of evidence around you if you just dig and look. That's the main thing. A lot of people nowadays don't like looking, which is how I think a lot of stuff gets hidden from us. Because they do disclose it. They just don't put it out in front of you where you can see it all. Which goes with everything. Ooh. Jeez Louise. I'll keep an eye on chat. I wonder if I can... I don't know where the low latency button went. I usually have it on low latency. Oh crap. There we go. See that you respond in 1 second. I gotta see what this is. Passive HP regen? Oh, thank goodness. Alright, let me see what you said. I think that's more to life than what we can see. That's true. I also find it extremely sad that people twist the words of Christianity to justify some of their actions. That's true, but they're not real Christians if they do that. I will say I love was Jesus taught. What Jesus taught. I can't get behind. You can get behind that, at least the parts I've heard. Well, if you like what he taught, read about it in the Bible. You can start with the New Testament. I would honestly start with... Samantha doesn't read either. She hasn't read the Bible, but I made her take her Bible with her to the airport and read it on the plane. I had her start in Romans because I hear that's a good spot for new people to start. It covers a lot of the first parts of the New Testament, I'm pretty sure. Let me see if I can find it. And it's a little bit easier for new people to read and kind of connect with. Yeah. Romans, about 1,313 page. I don't know if you can see that. But Romans, and I hear that it's easier to read, goes over some of the things that Jesus taught, and you can even read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the 4 main gospels where Jesus is actually preaching and teaching and performs his miracles and stuff like that. So if you want to start out with Jesus, then by all means start out with the New Testament and Romans, or even just start out with Romans and see how you feel about it, and go into the beginning of the New Testament starting with Matthew, because honestly he taught a lot of good things and we should all follow his example. The people who twist Christianity for their own gain aren't really Christians. I'm going to be honest, because we're supposed to, a lot of people throw this around, but we're supposed to love our neighbor how we're supposed to want to be loved, like love thy neighbor how thy would want to be loved, or whatever like that. But first and foremost, we're supposed to love God above all else. So we're supposed to place God first in our lives, and that's the first commandment. Thou shalt not worship, thou shalt love God with all thy heart is the first commandment. And I think many people twist it so they come up with their own idea of what they believe God is, instead of going or who God is, instead of going with what he tells us he's like. They twist his teachings and everything for their own gain, their own benefit, which is selfish and is wrong and is not what the Bible taught whatsoever. And we're supposed to follow all of God's commandments, and one of them is thou shalt not lie. So if they're speaking lies to you, come on now, what are you doing? Not really following what you're supposed to, even though you preach and say that you are. But in the end, it is your choice, and God has given us that wonderful choice. In the end, it is your choice to either worship our Lord and Savior or go about and do things your own way. But he does teach that the only way to the Father is through the Son. And there is just so much evidence out there that suggests that there is more to this life than what we see right now. There's more to everything around us that we just can't comprehend, can't see, don't perceive. And there is a lot of evidence that suggests that it's true. There's a whole nother world that we can't even see with our eyes. And God mentions that in the Bible. He mentions that there is a spiritual world that's around us, existing around us at the same time that we're existing. Which is insane to think about. But you hear stories, you hear people talking about it, and it makes it think because I think, I don't know if you've experienced any weird things, but whenever I was little, we used to move around a lot. And once we moved to North Dakota and bought a house off of base because military family once again, and that house someone died in, and I don't know if the lady before us tried to make contact with her dead husband or whatever, but there was something in that house. And my parents have stories, and my brother was so small that he would talk to a guy that he called Mister, which is ridiculous. Why are you talking to a dude named Mister that I can't even see with my eyeballs? What are you doing, brother? Come on now. And it would freak my mom out for sure. But one time my dad was deployed, and my brother woke up in the middle of the night and thought he saw my dad. And he went, Dad, because he was real small, real little kid, didn't know any better. But my mom was sleeping next to him and was like, what are you talking about? Dad's deployed. And then she looked into the bathroom doorway and there was someone standing there. My mom doesn't get scared. She's also in the military, or was in the military. She doesn't get scared very often. She's seen war, she's seen some stuff, she has taken lives, she knows what's up. And that was not jiving with her. She did not understand what was happening, but that wasn't my bae. And that was not a real person in the doorway. My mom tried to get the attention of it, trying to ask who it was, what it was doing there, or something like that, and it just went away. Like, it freaked my mom out. Whenever my dad came back from deployment, and wow, I wasn't expecting the tube of death right there for a second. It was great talking to you. I'm gonna go back to Elden Ring. Oh, no problem, man. End of the story. It wasn't real, or the guy wasn't really there. He was a demon in the hallway. Alright, in the bathroom, peeking in on my mom, brother, and my brother was the only one that could see it until right then, whenever my mom could see it. And, yeah, well, I encourage you to go either read about Jesus or listen to those playlists that I have in the description. I think I'm good on streaming for the rest of tonight. We had a lot of long conversations, and I hope that they encourage you to go look deeper into our Lord and Savior Jesus. And if you weren't here for the beginning of the stream, I encourage you to go back, maybe watch it, go in the description, look at all the links I have in there for the playlist or whatever. Oh, hello, Sam. I was just about to end stream. Had a pretty good stream of talking to these people. Very nice people. Very cool. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all have a good night. God bless. Jesus loves you. Always. Keep that in mind. Because his love doesn't go away. He's there with you right now. But I ought to hop off because I guess Sam landed. Unplugging my phone real quick. Hold on. Looking. Yeah, it looks like Sam landed. So, sorry, responding to Ian. We might stream on Twitch after Ian. Deuces. Have a good night. Look into Jesus. He loves you, man. Alright? You're over an early day. Thank you guys so much for watching. God loves you. Go read that Bible. Okay, give it a try. Start with Romans, maybe. I don't know. That's what Sam's starting with. Alright. Good night. Good night. Nighty-night. 2.5 hours of talking about Jesus. Fantastic. Not long enough. Alright. Bye!